Yeah, I got hit niggas sick that I'm still here. Still on that hill.
What's good, YouTube? It's srt.javanti. I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna be installing a diff brace from Development Performance, the DRS they make, so that I don't break the diff on my car, because you know I'm making a lot of horsepower and that's one of the items that can break, especially if you're doing pulls or taking it to a drag strip. It can definitely break and cause more damage to your car. It can break axles, so I want to prevent that just in case I do want to take it to the drag strip one day to see what it does. I can prevent it from doing that. But let's get into the install. Alright guys, here's the Development Performance differential box that I got. The DRS for the differential brace to make sure I don't break my differential. Now that I'm pushing horsepower and it doing a lot of slipping, I don't want to break that because that can lead to breaking the diff and causing your axles to break with it. So I'm just doing a couple supporting mods to make sure that don't happen. Let's see what's in here. Got a little sticker, instructions. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. This is going to be the first piece that we're going to be putting on. And this is going to be the second piece for the little big bolt. Definitely got a little bit of weight to it to support it. DRS-R. This is gonna be the second part that you got to put on, and then it also come with the little gasket. As you guys can see, I have like a little long piece of cutout where it lines up with the top piece, so it can sit flush on the little subframe piece. That's nice that they added that so it can sit flush. It should be something like this. Should look like something like this inside the car. And then should be all the hardware we need. Give us some thread locker. Give us the big bolt. Alright guys, so this is everything that comes in the car. I'll go ahead and explain more once we start installing it, what everything we're going to be using, and explaining where they go and where they're located. But I'll catch you guys when we start installing it. Alright guys, so we're going to be taking these two bolts out, and we'll take these two bolts out. This is a 16 and this is a 12, and then we're going to be able to put on the first part of the diff brace. So let's go ahead and start taking them out. And you also got 32 minutes to put the bolts back in after you take them out, before the fluid start leaking out of it. It's leaking? Alright, now the first part of the diff brake is gonna go in.
And then these are what we got to use.
Yep, those are the ones going to be replaced with the two bottom ones. So you can use the two stock ones on top, and then you can use the two new ones for the bottom ones.
And this, what size this is? So what, 8? Is that 8?
H8.
I guess it's 8 torques or something like that. What? Okay, where we going here?
Also come with a washer for it, so you can sit flat inside the hole.
Next one right here. This side.
So now he's torquing it to 90 foot-pounds of torque. And now he's doing the other one.
turned off. We got both of those torque to 90, and then the two bottom ones are gonna be 42 pounds of torque.
Just make sure on this one side. Still on?
Yep. Double checking, making sure.
Okay.
Alright, so we got it set to 42 pounds of torque. So now you gotta torque the bottom ones. Did it change on the thing? That's 42. Yeah, let me make it more. Alright, so we got all the bolts tightened up to torque spec, and then we're gonna put on the second piece where it's gonna connect to this hole, and then we're gonna have to put some metal
We're gonna have to put some the replacement, some nuts up in there. We're gonna have to bolt it up.
Alright guys, so this is where we're gonna be putting up into this hole to be able to screw the bolts to it, because I think the older models already had
The hole up in there.
threads underneath there to be able to screw it to it, but on the newer ones they don't, so they give us these to put in there. So we gotta try to stick our finger in between the little hole in there and try to set it in place to be able to screw it in. So the one with the little slit is gonna be for the driver's side, and the square one is gonna be for the passenger side. So we can go ahead and try to stick those in there so we can put on the next piece to be able to get the differential all in place. Alright guys, so we got it in now. Make sure the one that have like a slit that's supposed to go on the driver's side, make sure it's pointing towards this little angle right here, because that's why they put a slit for it, to be able to line up with this so it can be center. But now we're gonna try to screw it in. Make sure we don't try to accidentally push it back too far. Probably take our time doing it. So let's get it, putting the last part in. Alright, so he got one in. Now he's gonna try to screw the other one in. And so both of them in. And then we're gonna do the big bolt that go in the middle to combine both of them to make it more sturdy.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we're gonna put some Loctite on the new bolt, the big bolt that's supposed to go in the middle, to connect both of the parts together to make it more stable. Definitely windy out there today. Alright, so you push it in the bolt, try to tighten them, and they also come with a washer so it can sit flat.
What's going on here?
Alright guys, the two top ones gonna be torqued to 42 and the middle one's gonna be torqued to 90 foot-pounds of torque. Yep, 90 pounds.
Still there?
Yep.
Still there, it's alright.
Yep. Yep, there we go.
Still there?
Yeah.
we go. 90.
It's gonna be all good. That's what it looked like underneath the car. So now we're gonna be able to protect my differential. So if you guys know, when those differential break, it can also destroy your axles and all that. So just to be safe, I just wanted to get this installed because anything can happen. You lose traction, or when it grips up, you're gonna end up breaking sooner or later.